The word orgasm is something that a lot of people have heard about, 1,001 times actually. But what's still shocking is that there are women out there who have never experienced what it means to orgasm. Mind you, these women enjoy sex, they have sex, they enjoy it, but they've just never experienced what it means to attain orgasm. Now, in this video, I am going to be talking about orgasm, sex, and every other thing in between. Hi there, my name is Rachael from The Healthy Woman, and today I'm going to be shedding light on orgasm, squirting, and all of those things that help women generally attain orgasm. Orgasm is a beautiful feeling. It's a very nice, intense feeling that words cannot exactly explain. It's just a very pleasurable feeling. I started having sex long before I ever experienced orgasm. I've heard people talk about it before then, but I never concerned myself with it because for me, well, the sex is nice and that is good enough. But then a day came and I read a book, and the book was very explicit in describing what an orgasm feels like. And I was like, I've never experienced this. This is not how I feel. Like, the good I have felt during sex does not compare to what this person is explaining. And also, that particular book also talked about how most women do not reach orgasm with a partner for the first time. It explained that women most times usually attain orgasm by themselves. And if you think about it, that actually makes sense. Because if you are touching yourself, or if you're by yourself, you tend to be more focused. You're not distracted. You don't have someone who is trying to touch you there and all that. Like, you're just by yourself. And you can determine and say, okay, this feels good. No, this doesn't feel good. Oh, I like it here. I like it better. And that is how you learn or understand what you like as a person relating to sex. Now, the first time I orgasmed, I did it by myself. So it was me alone. I was like, everybody keeps talking about orgasm, and how good it feels. I have to experience this. And then, boom, I was like, okay, this even feels better than they explained it. And that was my first time experiencing the pleasure of what it means to have an orgasm. Now, different women have different things that work for them. But generally, or the rule of thumb is that when it comes to very good sex or attaining orgasm, the clitoris is your best bet, because the clitoris is actually the organ in the body that has the most nerve. So that little knob you see is the bomb. That is where you need to focus your attention on if you want to reach that beautiful and nice feeling. There are women who can attain orgasm from vaginal penetration, and there are some other women who can attain orgasm from touching certain parts of their body. An example is the breasts. What works for one person might not necessarily work for another. Now, this is where I say most women deprive themselves of this sweet feeling. A lot of the time, women leave it up to men to help them determine or to help them find out what it is that they like. So you've never touched yourself as a woman. You've never tried to pleasure yourself. You've never tried to understand your body. And then, boom, you are thrown into having sex. And then the man is touching this, the man is touching that, trying to see what excites you. But then there is nothing as sexy, actually, as a woman who's telling a man, touch me like this. And that also, now, I've spoken to guys who are like, they like women who know their body. So it saves them that stress of having to discover, okay, this, she likes it when I touch here, she likes it when I do this. If you can just tell them this and this and this and this is what works, perfect. And then you're having mind-blowing, and you're just in that world. So I would say, if you've never touched yourself before, or if you've never attained orgasm before, you should try touching yourself by yourself. Now, for some people, orgasm can last between 7 seconds and 17 seconds, depending on your body. Now, you might think about it, for something so widely talked about, and it just lasts for that short period, like after all the work. But when you attain it, the feeling that your body goes through, or the way your body feels, it's usually worth it. It's usually worth it because you just feel relaxed, and then dopamine is released, and you're like, if it's like all the tension just evaporates. I should also mention that orgasm and squirting are not the same, but some women can attain both of them at the same time, and for others, they cannot. So let's break that down. Orgasm, a lot of the time, is like the peak of your sexual pleasure. So once you reach that point, it's like, oh, I'm done. I just want to take a nap, or I just want to rest and let my body reset, and then we can pick up. Which is similar to what happens with men when men attain orgasm or when they climax. A lot of the time when women squirt, they are still able to continue. That is why you see women squirt and then they continue having sex and they keep squirting and squirting and squirting. But some women experience both of them at the same time, and that is still also very normal. So if you as a woman have never squirted before, you are perfectly normal. Nobody says you have to squirt before you know that, yes, you are enjoying sex. As long as you are able to orgasm, as long as you are able to reach that climax, then sex is wonderful. I should also mention that the use of sex toy in the bedroom should be embraced, as this helps you. It helps your sexual life. It helps intensify whatever it is that you're feeling. So you as a man, you don't have to feel threatened, or you don't have to feel like you're in competition with the toy. It's just a way to spice things up and also to intensify the pleasure that you're feeling, because when the woman is feeling the pleasure, you as the man will also be feeling it at the same time. So let's talk about why some women might not be able to attain orgasm. Number one, I would say, is religious belief. If you're the kind of person who has been taught that having premarital sex or sex before marriage is bad and is sin against God, then if you find yourself having sex, you might always feel that sense of shame and that stigma that you're doing what you're not supposed to do. So this can affect you, because for you to attain orgasm, you have to let yourself go. If you are not in sync with your partner, or you are not in a place mentally where you can be relaxed, you most likely not attain orgasm. Another reason why women might not be able to attain orgasm is because they have poor quality of life and also stress. So if you're stressed, you go to work, you come back, you're tired, you are not even in the right frame to have sex, or mentally you're not even in the right frame to be thinking about orgasm. So if this is you and you are always stressed every day, attaining orgasm is the last thing on your mind. So it's very, very normal. If you find yourself thinking about it and saying, no, why can't I orgasm? Why am I not enjoying sex? Because you're stressed. Because the quality of life that you're living is affecting you mentally. The truth is, when it comes to sex and enjoying sex, you have to be mentally in tune with your body. That way, your brain is able to work with your body and say, oh, we are enjoying this, send this down there, and all and all and all. So you have to be mentally in sync, mentally prepared, mentally right, actually, for you to enjoy sex. Another reason why women might not be able to attain orgasm is due to history of sexual abuse and abortion. If you're the kind of person who has been sexually abused or violated, you might find it difficult for you to enjoy sex, or for you to even attain orgasm, because your mind, like I said, your mind is not in sync with your body. So you might tell yourself, I want to enjoy this, or I would like to, but because there's a disconnect. There's a disconnect. So if you are this kind of person, it's okay. It doesn't make you less of a woman. It doesn't mean that you cannot enjoy sex, but you might just find it a little bit more difficult to attain orgasm, and you might need to have a conversation with yourself and try as much as possible to let go of the trauma, to let go of the pain. You have to be the one to put yourself in a good place where you will be able to enjoy sex and also attain orgasm. Also, if you've had an abortion before, you might be worried, you might be concerned that I don't think I want to do this because it might lead to me getting pregnant again. and I might have to abort again, which is fine. Now, the last point I'm going to be talking about, or the last set of people who might not be able to attain orgasm or who will find it difficult to attain orgasm, are women who have been circumcised. Like I mentioned, the clitoris is one organ in the body that is packed with so much nerves to enhance the feeling of pleasure. Now, if you as a woman was circumcised, that would most likely mean either your clitoris was totally taken out or a part of it was taken out. This tends to affect how pleasurable sex is for you. So if you are this kind of person, you don't have to sweat it. You don't have to worry about it. All you have to do is look for other parts of your body, other areas of your body that gives you just as much pleasure. Like I always say, when it comes to sex or when it comes to good sex, communication helps a lot. If you're with someone who you are very happy with, someone who you're comfortable with, someone who communication is not a problem, most times you find out that the sex with that person is always awesome, is always great. Because you can say, oh, I liked this. Like after the session or after each session, you can say, oh, I liked it when you did this, or I liked it when you did that. And that helps you improve your sexual life. So if you are the kind of woman who has been finding it difficult to attain orgasm, you might want to talk to your partner about it, and they are most likely going to be willing to help you to achieve this. I would say orgasm is a feeling that every woman should experience every time they have sex. Now, if you have watched this video so far to this point and you've enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up so that I know that you really enjoyed it. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. Turn on your post notification bell so that YouTube personally notifies you every time I drop a video like this. And let me know in the comment section about life and everything relating to orgasm and sex. And with that, remember, your health is your wealth. I will see you in my next video. Bye.